We found this one spot right at Canton and Hall. More or less an abandoned speaker manufacturing facility. And there was still equipment like lying all over the place. I mean, dust everywhere. Everything was stripped down to the studs. About to hit up a deep Ellum staple here. When we first moved to Deep Ellum and we would go into other businesses and things like that, they would say, hey, welcome to the neighborhood. You know, we hear you're a new watch company in town, and there was like a support system. Even though it's just an office, it felt like home. We wanted to be in Deep Ellum because, again, it matched the culture of who we wanted to be as a brand. It was very inclusive, it was artistic, creative. And so being engulfed in that sort of environment, I think helped the brand become what it is. Oh, awesome. And that's why naming the watch the Ellum felt like such a good homage to where Jack Mason really came into its own. Unlike some of our other watch platform names, I think Ellum and Canton, obviously, it means the most just because of it's the intersection of where our headquarters was. The name of the watch, I think, is so appropriate for the type of watch just because the design is inspired off of like historic times during the 50s and 60s. And so being in a neighborhood that's so culture rich, it makes so much sense. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming out of here, but they're starting to get ready to smoke all that brisket for the day. Oh, you can smell it. You can smell it. Elm Street starts a little bit north of here, but goes all the way down into the downtown Dallas area, which eventually leads to the memorial for JFK. At any given day, you were able to walk into any sort of restaurant, bar, and there'd be live music. That's what makes the Deep Ellum culture so rich, which is why we headquartered Jack Mason here in this neighborhood. Just to show a little more history here in Deep Ellum, the Continental Gin Building, a historic landmark here in the neighborhood. At one point, it was the largest manufacturing facility for cotton gin equipment. So when we're thinking about the Ellum watch, it's really taking into consideration all these historic landmarks and trying to put all of that into the essence and character into one watch.